Here is my only lettuce that survived, and my spinach is still doing okay. I actually had 4 spinach plants, and I actually dug up 3 of them on accident as I was tilling my ground and putting in some compost and stuff. But you see this red leaf lettuce was my last one to bolt, and this today is mid-March. We're on spring break, and all my lettuce has already bolted. That's why it's not worth buying lettuce right now at the store, because it will bolt almost immediately. Now here's my tomato plants. They were hidden by all that lettuce. I didn't even know I had tomato plants over here because I'd planted them from seed. And they lived, and so now I have used a cage for one and a stake for another. And most of the books that you read will sometimes tell you to just let them bush, or if it's a vine, let the vine just be on the ground. But here we get a lot of bugs if you do that. And the fruit can rot on the ground, especially when you've got the sprayers going off like 3 times a day like I do. Now here's a couple of nasturtiums left over. We left these just to protect this tomato plant until I can get some more herbs in here. And I did plant some basil from seed right there, and it should be up already, and it isn't. So what I'm thinking is I'm not watering enough because we suddenly had a warm spell. And this is 2 more of my tomato plants that were kind of hidden that I didn't know were there. And they're actually doing really well. They're putting out some good leaf production and flowering a little bit. So, but I do need to reset my watering because obviously the ground is too dry. So I've probably killed most of my seeds and now need to reseed. Now over here are more of my sweet peas. They're my favorite, so I always plant a lot each year. And every year I think they're not going to come up because they take forever for the seed to actually germinate. And then I'm always surprised when I have way more than I thought I would ever get. So this spot right here, right now, is getting full sun. And in the summertime, the sun is going to shift and be on the other side of my house. So right now it's shining from the south side down onto the north end of my yard. And then the sun's going to shift, and in the summer this will get no sun at all. So I'm not going to bother to plant anything except over in this tiny corner right here. I'm going to plant my Armenian cucumber, and it does pretty well because it still will get some morning shade over here, but then the rest of the day it will be shaded. So this is I plant my winter vines on here. Sometimes I do my green beans and my snow peas and my sweet peas, but I don't bother to plant my summer vining vegetables on here because they won't get sun and they won't survive.